Okay. Hi, my name is Daisy Hernandez. I am a student at Kennesaw State University, and today I'm going to be talking about one of the more trendy methods of hair removal, which is waxing. So I'm going to be talking about how it got trendy, or why it's still trendy, benefits, not benefits, whatever. Um, in my social media research, the top three benefits of it are number one, that it is convenient and accessible. Every day on my way to school, I see at least three salons. Like in the place that I work at, next door, the hair salon, they do waxing, and I see a lot of ads for Brazilian waxing everywhere. It's just become really popular and accessible at all places. So you really can't escape it. And like, especially like I said, next door to me at work, they have a sign outside that says special, get this wax for this amount. And it's just really convenient. You can get it anywhere, to Walmart, Amazon. They have wax warmer kits, they have wax strips. You just really can't escape it, and you can find it anywhere. Number two reason, especially on social media and TikTok, um, it's really aesthetic. Like I saw a lot of videos of it just being wax, like just wax, and they have a song, a catchy song in the background, and they're just playing with it. And a lot of the comments are like, "Ooh, it looks yummy, so delicious." And it kind of like trains our brain, like it's like this positive feeling. So we're more inclined to do it because it just looks good. So makes us think maybe we'll look good if we do it too. And the third reason is because it reduces ingrown hair significantly, especially compared to shaving. And if you've ever had an ingrown hair, I'm so sorry, but it's super uncomfortable, and and sometimes it's really painful too. And it leaves scarring, which I'll get into later on why that really is a big deal. But the three platforms that I chose were TikTok, Facebook, and Google, and those are like just these reasonings, more specifically. And for the disadvantages, it was that it was painful, which it can be pretty painful because it's taking hair. Well, I don't know if I ever said, but waxing is really when you put wax on your skin and you pull it off to rip the hair off. So, with that being said, it pulls hair directly from the root out. Imagine like pulling a nose hair. Like it's painful, especially if you're doing a lot at once in sensitive areas like bikini areas or armpit areas. So it really turns people off from waxing. Um, Number two reason why it's not supported is because it is expensive. A full body is probably around 150 to $200, which is a lot of money on just waxing. Because imagine you just buy a $7 razor once that'll last you a couple weeks, and then, well, as you can see why that's more expensive. The third reason why people don't do it based on social media still is because of skin conditions. Like I don't have any, but people with eczema and psoriasis, they really can't expose their skin to something like this. It's just too harsh on them, especially if they have open wounds or stuff. It could get infected, and that's a big no-no, especially when it has to do with skin. Um, the second method of research I did were journalistic articles. Two really stuck out to me. The first article, which was called Pubic Hair and Sexuality, it talked about how women specifically, but I mean, it's not just women, feel less femininity when they have pubic hair or any kind of hair that's not, their face or their regular hair. It's kind of seen disgusting for women, which is like crazy, but it's seen as gross and disgusting because hair can trap odors and stuff. But like on a woman for that to be true is not acceptable in today's society, which I think that connects back to social media. That's a good link because if someone posts like an Instagram post and they have hair all over them, I know that one of the comments, especially if it's a celebrity, it's going to be like, "Oh, you're so gross. You don't shave. You don't whatever." So that's another reason. Another article actually had a survey done where women didn't shave for a couple of weeks, and they went out and they sought out random opinions. The opinions were not good. They were homophobic, heterosexist. They are really hair is just not seen attractive on a woman. And so that I know has a big influence on why waxing is so popular now. I also spoke with an esthetician who had been working at a Silky Smooth Brazilian Wax in Kennesaw for about 3-4 years. Forgot what I was gonna say. She's been working there for 3-4 years, and she really had. I asked her why this was her job, and she said because it was just really growing in trend, and about 2 years ago she thought it was popular, but now she really thinks it's popular. Like it has just grown tremendously, and you know, clients are always recommending, and so that gets through. And especially, like I said, social media is such a big influence on basically anything that we do at all. So there's that she when I asked her about the discrepancies against it, like pain and expense, she offered good solutions. Like for example, the pain one, she said that over time, the pain is more tolerable. You feel it less and less, which helps people, overcome that fear. Because if the first time was worse, then they know that each time that they go, it'll get better. And as far as for expense, she offered another solution called sugaring, but I won't talk much about that because it's really not the same. Um, um, Her opinions had very similar opinions to the ones on TikTok, which I asked her if she spent a lot of time on TikTok, and she said that she did, which is understandable why she works where she works. And I understand that she's a little biased because that's her job, and she's supposed to convince people so she can get more clientele. um but comparing all three of the sources, the empirical evidence was very different towards the interview and the social media one, because empirical really talked about why, what the problem is and how waxing is really a solution to that problem, which is how, women aren't really supposed to have a lot of hair, or and even now, men, like some people really aren't into chest hair anymore. And that's that's a big influence. Social media and public opinion really influences a lot of the things that we do every day. Danger that I didn't really see talked about and I didn't come across in really any of my research is the how hot it is. For example, I have a wax warmer kit here. Let me get it real quick. So this is a wax warmer kit. It's my roommate's. She got it for like $30 on Amazon. But basically you just plug it in, you turn it on, and then you put your wax beads in and it creates melted wax. But like I was saying, one of the dangers is this is really hot. If it got on my skin, it would burn me. I just know it would. So please be careful with that, and always make sure that you research how long you're supposed to let it cool before letting it touch your skin. I didn't hear too many horror wax stories. So overall, my conclusion is that I do support waxing and I would try it. I actually never have done it before, but I'm gonna consider it. One of the biggest things that turns me off from it is the pain, but we'll see. But yeah, those are my final conclusions and what I found, and I do support it. It seems like definitely a better alternative than shaving. But thank you for watching.